shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? I'd like you to get a tab and a pen. I'd like to begin and get you to write down things that I want you to do. Everything to me is rules and tools and steps. I know you know everything. I know you've been knocked down 50 times. A friend, family member probably ripped you off. What did you do? Spend thousands of dollars and something didn't work. 80% of you have a corporation. Well, goody for you. Sorry, I don't think you learned diddly squat. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I built $60 billion for clients so far. Oh, you like my $100 million building? My $1 million Lamborghini? They're not mine. They belong to corporations. I'm not silly enough to put something in my name. They're kind of silly and stupid. The bottom line is today we're going to play, but I'm going to play my way. I hope you can handle that. I'm going to be blunt and direct to the point, so don't be offended if I said you screwed up. Let's go do it again. Now, I'm going to tell you in the beginning, no pictures and no recording, because I want you to focus here. If you get your tablet and pen in front of you, I'd like you to turn it this way. We're going to draw a little diagram, okay? See, most of you are 40 to 70 plus years old. And what did you do? Fell down 50 times? Kind of messed up too. But guess what? There's me, 1981. See, I don't have excuses, all right? Bottom line for me, I accomplished every goal I ever had. How about $1 million of corporation, money in the bank, 14 and a half? How about 2.6 billion at 26? See, you could play, but you're gonna have to follow through. Now, when I hear someone say white men can't jump, that's kind of stupid. Since a white dude like me holds the record for the fastest kick, highest kick on planet Earth, so I'm gonna accomplish my goals even more. Would you like to? Let me know. So the goal is I like goodies. You like goodies? I bought my first Lamborghini. I was 14 and a half friggin' years old at an auction. What did you do? Oh, you probably went to high school. Hell, I didn't do that. It wasn't only because college. Driving a Lamborghini and making money. I like money. You see, I had to pay my bills. So draw the diagram in front of you. And that's the ultimate goal. I want you to understand things around you in your city today. We're going to pretend we understand a Bank of America bankruptcy location. That's a corporation owning a corporation called a subsidiary. So what do? Now let's understand. Bank of America has bankrupt 8,000 locations so far. They bankrupt a lease, that's a 100-year lease. They take the assets and the money and walk away. And what do? You keep bringing the damn pain home. Why don't you learn how to play the game to win? By the way, my first series, 49 years ago, is winning the game of business. Let's draw the diagram on the other side. See, everybody says they want the $1 million dream. They want this, but then half the people in this world are freaking lazy. Then they want it handed to them. They don't appreciate diddly squat. Of course, none of you. Here's a corporation with 3 divisions of you. Write down divisions of me. Go ahead, write it down now. You should have gave yourself 3 chances to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. Give it up. So let's understand today is very simple. Bank of America bankrupt how many locations? We got basically Chase, Wells Fargo, US Bank. So they bankrupt, listen carefully. They bankrupt a location, kind of like a grocery store does, or how about the city and the state? And they play the game in front of you, and you sit there going, beep, 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 beep. See, I think the problem, most people, they basically listen to silly people and they follow the ducks and sheep. They didn't learn how to play the game. Sam's Club, Walmart, how about Geico? Oh, 11 cities filed bankruptcy? How's that possible? Oh, the United States of America Incorporated. Supreme Court says corporation's a legal person, and then they get corporations for 50 what states, and then cities. See, this is all a game. You got to learn how to play, and that's the biggest problem you got for you. Now, number one, let's write it down. I want you to write down as big as you can. Stop bringing the damn pain home. Knock it off. Ridiculous. I've never seen so many people screw things up. They never had to screw them in the first place. I'm going to give you problem and solution. Can you follow through? Can you turn these up today? We'll see if you can handle that. Next, I want to make you a certified CFO, getting the money and all the goodies. Next, I need you to think differently. I want to reprogram your brain to my way of thinking into $1 million dream. So we're going to look behind that curtain every time. We're going to dissect it. We're never going to hear the word no, because that makes no sense. So let's understand how to play. My first blueprint that I designed for me, I was 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library, next to the Torrance Police Department. I call my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. You might want to write it down so you use the same one I've always done. If I see it, I believe, I pray, and I go get it. I have everything I ever wanted. Everything. And if I want it, I'll go get it. Why don't you? You're letting the world control you? This is ridiculous. Oh, there's me. My ass is higher than a 6-foot locker. I kicked the damn lights out when the Guinness Book of Records guy came in and pissed me off. That's only 13 feet. It's not possible. Hell, I do the impossible since Dad was born. See, I'm one of the few. I'm not one of the damn many. You want some goodies? I'll show you goodies, and I'll help you get your own goodies too. But I need you to follow through. That's going to be hard for some of you. So let's understand today. It's very simple. Do you want millionaire status? It's simple. Do you want millionaire status? Oh, yeah, I do. Well, the reality is, guess what? You're going to listen and learn. Today, I'm going to go through about 30 analyzations, okay? And the goal is to build you up, and away. So if you want the millionaire status, it's a yes, okay, good. If it's a no, I just want to live my score, get a bonus card, okay, then just go away for 45 minutes, come back. See, some of you are really wanting to get the goodies. I can make every one of you corporate millionaire, but will you follow through and write it down? By the way, I'll actually write the list for you, and I'll tell you what to do on a weekly basis. I will boss you around and say, do this, because I want to clone me into you. But the reality is, it's up to you. Would you like to get to the $1 million dream? So let's play. But now we're going to play my way, because we're going to win every time. Rags to riches. Hell, I was born in a taxi. They didn't want me. Guess what? I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So this is one of my mansions. You like it? It's only 22,000 square feet with 11 garages. The guest house is almost 5,050 feet. Whee! See, I think BS is BS. I was going to say bullshit's bullshit, but I can't say that aloud, right? See, I brought in millions and billions. Is it your turn? Hell yeah. Take a picture. See, the problem with half of you, you jacked up your credit cards. Now listen to what you did. This is just kind of silly. You're going to have a meeting with your friends and family at the kitchen table. We're going to start a business, honey. Goody. Let's jack up the cards, drop the score, get stuck, can't get any more. Let's bring the pain home to me and you, and Hocker has to be stupid too. Well, that's what most of you did. It's stupid. I don't understand. What the hell did people do this wrong? There's a way you can make sure you never bring your damn pain home to you and your family. Because you got to man up, woman up. Understand your responsibility to take care of those kids and that family. Take a picture of those. Did you know I can take supply credit under a corporation and turn it into cash, about $50,000? See, you're not winning the damn lottery today. You're not getting the raise. So why don't we rebuild you and get some money to balance your debt? Because that's what it is. And how do I know? Heck, I helped train Ken Yarborough, TRW, and Experian. Now, if you got a collection account, the first thing is 5 ways to kill a debt. I'm going to analyze your credit personally. That's right. I'm going to analyze your personal credit, your file, most of them. If you're in coaching, is on my desk, like this client here. I only popped him $1 million of credit. Oh, it's fun. Come on. Here, this guy starts at 11 or 611. 611, right there, 611. And now he's got almost an 800 score, but he's got $1 million of credit. You see, I like to change people's lives. It's kind of fun. But again, I guarantee what I say I'm going to do 100%. And I don't have any excuses like most people do. Now, let's understand something. Let's see if an IRS problem. I don't want to pay tax, right? Knock off your crap. I got an LLC. Oh, good for you. I love when they call my call centers. I got an LLC. I don't have a corporation. That makes that person sound so stupid. An LLC is a corporation. Damn. I got a C corp. We're goody. We're going to turn this into S, single filing. We're going to win. That's what I want you to do again. So guess what? You don't pay tax up to $3 to $5 million. So if you screwed up and didn't file your tax returns, the IRS has a special form for you. It's called 656 433 A and B. I want to rebuild your life like Humpty Dumpty. This is just what I like and I've enjoyed to do. So we're going to talk about your personal credit. Now write it down. This is a procedure. You're going to take every credit card you have, you're going to put a sticky on it. We're going to dummy proof this. It's a 10,000 card. Okay, you get to use 29%, $2,900. That's it. If you take that past $2,900, your credit scores goes to green, yellow, and then to red. Why do I know? I designed it for basically TRW and Experian. All cards fluctuate. So write it down. They fluctuate. Well, it means based on the utilization, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. I finally got all the credit bureaus that probably put 30% below. Bunch of ding-dongs got the same 42%. Did you know these two cards don't fluctuate at all? And they're unlimited up to $1 million friggin' dollars. So if I use some common sense and I maintain the 25-20% rule, and I have these cards in front of it, these are cards I could jack up anytime I need to, as long as I maintain the payment, I can maintain $750 the rest of my life. Now, if you would have known that a long time ago, would you have listened and learned? No excuses. I've been doing this for 49 years, online or in person. All right, your own damn fault for not paying attention. Congratulations. 750 is I'm going to get you there, and I'm going to guarantee it. Can you follow through? TRW is very simple. Thomas Raymond Warridge. They made bicycle parts in El Segundo, California. Then they went information business. Oh, goody. Then I call it the report's wrong. I'm the guy that trained in their security chief, TRW, and became a spirit in 96. When I do the first one of these, what I called it, don't mean to say anything that offends anybody, I call it good, fair, or hell no. See, when you have a bad day and the world's trying to beat you up, what is the first thing you say? I believe everybody says in their head or aloud, oh shit, damn. That's about right. Oh shit day. So I'm going to get you 750. Is that okay? And you're never going to screw it up again. All right. Now, what you're going to do today is write down another thing. This is a checklist. This is your goal list. You're going to do this right now. You're going to call the credit bureaus of Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You're going to remove all your addresses but the current one. You're going to remove all employment, but you're employed. That's it. And you're going to remove all your phone numbers. Creditors connect dots by phone number anyway. So we're going to get you on track, even Credit Karma. So what are you going to do? Let's think. I'll bet you half of your excuses, I can't afford this or that. Stop it. Just being a whiny damn baby. Your choice is simple. Every one of you, no matter what walk of life is, you waste money every other day. The average person wastes $50 every other day. They kind of piss it away. Do you realize that's $700 a month? If I spend $50,000 on a line of credit from Wells Fargo, my payment is $612.26, less than the money you waste in a given day. Get some discipline, and guess what you get to do? Use it as auto income. Now let's play my way for a while. This would be corporate credit. Write it down. Borrow money is not taxable. Corporate credit can write off the interest rate on the credit card, so I can finance the American dream. That's what I always did for myself too. Nobody gave me the damn money. Hell, I can get a real mommy and a daddy. I got to live in hell. Kind of sucks. So from now on, listen carefully. We're going to plan the problem. You're going to have a shit day. Now, did you co-sign somebody and screw that up too? Somebody ripped you off, friend and family? All right, so we're going to learn rules and tools, and we're going to follow through. Got it so far? Now, you need to go to irs.gov. Write it down. Another thing to do today, irs.gov. You're going to open your IRS account for you to watch your tax returns. You're going to keep on track. Then while you're in the irs.gov, you're going to get a SS4. Write it down. Then you're going to get a 1244. All right. Then you're going to get a 1023. Got it? I'm going to make sure you're going to build your damn foundation, because 2025 is going to be the best year of your life. And I'm going to guarantee that too. So what the creditor is going to send you once in a while is a 4506T or C form. So I need you to be prepared. Write it down. I want you to Google it later today. I want you to be prepared to send it to them, because I don't want you to use a CPN, consumer private number, which is for witness protection and government people anyway. There's companies out there ripping people off. So focus here. I'm not here to be CPN attorney. This is chapter 18. I learned something when I was 7.5 years old. I'm listening to a poker game. They said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. Something hit here. Next day, I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door to the library. Man, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away like it was bothering her. 5 minutes later, she came back and said, "Here's a microfiche, here's a bug." I want to kick her in the shins, but I didn't. Let's pay attention. You were paying attention? Especially half you have a damn corporation. It's going to protect me. No, it's not. It's not what it's designed for. A corporation's a legal what? It says right there. Come on. A legal person. So everything below that umbrella is a legal person. Get that in your head. Now, I want to circle where it says may sue or be sued. That's what it is right there. So you have a corp. Fantastic. You look at Secretary of State's website. Your name is there. Your corporation is. When they sue it, they sue you. Congratulations. You're a duck and a sheep. You might as well walk around and go, bah, quack, quack, quack. That's what happens. When they sue the corp, they sue you, period. Now, let's understand something today. It's very simple. My first corporation cost me $10. I was 9.5 going to the library for 2 years. All right, and I sent away my money order, $10, Secretary of State of California. It came back, and I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. Now, let's understand something that freaked us out. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. See, credit cards came in the mail all the time back in the late 80s and 90s for people and corporations. It was $100,000. I got named in the movie Dave as well. Check it out. Now, when we look at this, what I did screw up at 12.5 is I didn't pay attention. You learn kind of like when you're doing things. So I started the Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille. I got named in a lawsuit. The Braille Institution sued Helping Hand and me. I'm 12.5 because I used their name Braille. We're going to teach her how to Braille. But again, I didn't realize about trade name, trademark, and copyright. The goal should be never bring the pain home. But again, I'm learning as I go. From there, the big lie. You think a corporation protects you. That's a bunch of BS. Okay, the moment, listen carefully. Let's use some common sense. Okay, the moment you sign something with the corporation or outside the corporation, you pierce your veil. So let's understand, when you sign for a car or a building or a credit card, if that corporation screws up under Federal Protection Act, you can bankrupt the crap out of it. Federal law, very simple. And what do you do? Bankrupt it. But you signed it. You guaranteed it. Guess who's the duck and the sheep? That's why it drags you down with it. So under the Federal Protection Act, we can file a bankruptcy. But again, that means you're a duck and a sheep. If we listen to rules and tools, the way it was designed in the first place is the SS4 allows you to have 3 divisions of you, 3 of you. Okay, and understand what does that mean? So I want you to understand a division of you or division of me does not have your name on it. Your name might be the duck and sheep, but you're allowed to use SS4. So this gives you the chance of getting multiple chances to try. And once again, if you're not trying, you might be dying. It's like, damn, come on. You're going to have bad locations. You're going to have some shitty employees. Someone's going to bump your car and want to sue you and take it all away. You're going to have an oh shit day, and you're going to have to basically plan the problem. All right. And when you go through employees, 80% of them suck. 20% of the good ones, you keep the good ones, like we have here, the good ones. Okay. It took a lot of bad ones to get to good ones. The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. All right. Because what you know today, if you knew it years ago, you wouldn't have brought the pain home in different ways. But I'm going to teach you more than you ever learned in your life, and I'll guarantee that too. You're going to go, I wish I'd have been here a long time ago. Hear it all the time. Now let's understand plan A. There's no plan B. Plan B is for someone who basically settles and is a loser. Loser. Plan A all the way. See, I'm one of the few, not one of the many. All right. I don't want a plan B ever. So understand, you need to be a certified CFO. This means personal life, business life. Got it? You need to learn your rules and tools to protect you and your family. The ultimate goal. Now, here's the thing. I'm online 6 days a week. All right, live classes and all kinds of silly stuff, 6 days a week that you can join things with me and I can guide you and coach you. And it's your damn fault you didn't show up. That's up to you. Fridays and Saturdays, all day Saturday from 6 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's understand something. There's no excuses. There's no excuses because I've been coaching for free and in $1 million packages as well. Would you like some goodies? But I'm going to have to get you to follow through and pay attention. We need to do it my way. Why? I think your way sucks. That's just my personal opinion. Sorry, but it's true. So the goal is very simple. The goal is let's tear apart your life, past, present, future. Let's rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. Let me do the work with you or for you and guide you so you don't screw it up anymore. Would that be okay? But again, that's the ultimate goal for me. So we're going to take this call with you if you want. It's about an hour's time. It's with your partner of life, hopefully your spouse too, whatever it is in your life. Blueprint. I have to design a blueprint to build you up, and away. I need to know about your past, present, and future. I need to know if you have a bankruptcy or tax problem. I need to know if you ever screwed up American Express or Chase, okay, because they don't forgive you. From here, family, I want to know about that. I want to know about if you're a corporation or not, divisions. Then I want to think about irrevocable trust. If I'm going to build you up, and away, I need to basically also plan the future. You're going to plan you to die. That's right. We're going to plan to die as well. We're going to put everything so we're bulletproof. So the goal is very simple. Now, car should be a division. House should be bought through the trust, by the way. Auto income, write it down, and write down cash flow fee per time. In my first series of books called Winning the Game of Business, 49 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3, I'm the one who came up with financial freedom, cash flow fee per time. Some other ding-dong try to use it as well. What else is new? There's always somebody copying your stuff. Now, this is going to be an hour time. We can Zoom it or just on the phone. That's the ultimate goal. If you allow me to build your blueprint, I guarantee you, within 3 to 6 months, you will have a 750 score. And if you do what I tell you to do, you have it in 3 months. If you drag your feet on you, 6 months. Within a year, you should have $1 million of credit, but you got to pay attention to the corporation, by the way. So I'm going to basically pick on what I like, boring and steady. It's always what I've done all my life. I don't want to run a business. I started the largest cleaning company in the world, largest donut chain, big deal. Largest, satellite distribution, manufacturing crap years ago. Everything I've ever touched since I was 4, I do a business turns into $100 million plus. Take a picture of this page. These are the things I've done for 49 years. Okay, storage units. I bought my first in 19 with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis. From there, dry clean, laundromats, franchise, gas stations, parking structures, charging stations, car washes, and real estate. This is the thing I would like you to do. Now, if you want to run your own company, I'll build your credit. You do what you want to do. Then you'll come back later on like most people do, and that's how it works. I believe every entity should be known as a bucket of money. A bucket of money. Today, I'd like someone to drive you around your city. That's right. I want you to be the passenger in your own car, passenger. I want you to look in that around everything on a busy street and ask yourself when you pull that visor down, why the heck don't you own all these things? What's wrong with you? Do you know for $75,000 I can put on a damn card, I can get you a Wendy's damn restaurant? I mean, come on, this is ridiculous crap. Okay, $40,000 get you a dry cleaner laundromat. Done this all my life. This is, $10,000 a month. So I don't understand. This is in front of you, and you're like tunnel vision going, stop it. Knock it off. It's about time you own your damn neighborhood. It's your neighborhood. You want to own it or not? See, this is the goal, what you should be doing like I always did. Now, it's like going to auctions and things. So if you're in coaching, you have all these websites, and I lined you up for that too. We put $27,000 on an auction. It was a tax lien property. Okay, we figured they're going to tell us to bid. Nobody bid on it. So we got a property, $46,000 to fix it up, and it's appraised at $1.2 million. There's these golden nuggets everywhere if you get off your assets, but it's going to be up to you. As you do this, the apartment complex, you know Chase right now, Chase Bank, you look on there and look at the repo list on their Chase Bank list. Do you know they have 118 apartment complexes they're trying to get someone to take over the damn payments on? What the hell's wrong with people? Corporate credit, finance it, go get it. I mean, this isn't brain surgery, it's easy, but it's up to you. Now, let's say, well, I don't know how to do it. Stop. Here's Glenn Freeman. Okay, Glenn, good guy. He lost his job. His wife divorces him because he don't have the money for the honey. Okay. And he's feeling sorry for himself. Boo-hoo, nobody cares. All right. He lives in that Pinto car for 3 freaking years. When I meet him, I had to drag him out of the car. All right. Got him a $1 million company in 8 months. Brand new house, brand new truck. Time to kick some ass out. Next, we got to look at people coming out of prison. I help them too. This is Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross with $3 million of credit. Thomas came out of prison. He had $26 million, 26 years, and I built a $1 million company, $5 million in 6 months. So if we look at Michael, God rest his soul, I did his corpse too, a lot of them. What do we get to do? Okay. All right. We got basically Arnold. We got President of the United States of America. We have Costner, Giovanni for Pixar, college professor, Biola University, dedicates a book to me. Okay. Sounds like fun. From there, we got Superman for Gold's Gym. All right, and we got Kirk Van Bain, God rest his soul, and then we got her $1 million too. So let's understand, no matter what walk of life you are, I can add to what you're doing or basically replace it and do it my way, which is going to get you the $1 million dream. And most companies that I get to this, they get 5-10 million at least within 36 months. So if you follow through, you could actually win the game of business. And I incorporate Lakers, Dodgers, Clippers, and Angels too. Kind of fun stuff. So we have the ability to change our lives if we choose. Again, I think you had a kitchen table meeting. Honey, we're going to start a business. That sounds great. I wonder how many of you said, okay, all right, what's going to happen if it screws up? It's not going to screw up, honey. It's going to go great. Here's the husband and wife trying to convince each other. Well, what's the bottom line? You jacked up the cards. You dropped your score. You got stuck. You couldn't get any more. You brought the pain home to you, your wife, your husband, and your family, and you hawked your house. And I call that silly and dumb. Why the hell would you do that? I don't know any better. Stop it. All right. You accept the word no, and I do not accept the word no. So what we have to do is rebuild ourselves and never bring the pain home. If you're going to screw up anything or something got screwed up on you, it's a division. You get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and throw that piece away, just like the banks, grocery stores do all the time, even cities. But again, it's your choice. Learning to play the game of business is the best thing to focus on. Let's write down 100,000 of personal credit. Write it down. 100,000. Well, let's just stop. I always get people, well, that's a lot of credit. This is too much. Stop it. All right, why, Ray? Because you screwed up whatever you had anyway. Is it better to have more you need or not enough? You didn't have enough. You got your assets kicked. If we take and get you 10 cards, 10,000 each at the most, okay? And let's think of the thinking. And we put these in front of it, 750 score. If you kept it at 29%, all right, that would give you 71,000 of credit, which is a year's worth of salary at an average. Or if you have a shit day, you protect your family and not screw up your credit anyway. But that's the thinking for me. How about 100,000 to the corporation? Okay. Why don't we take that 100,000 on one card? One card. Okay. Under the Fair Lending Act, I'm allowed to get 99 more cards. And would you like? How many would you like? See, you're not going to get a raise enough. You're not going to win the damn lottery. Knock it off and start using the corporate credit to finance the dream. And write it off too. But this is what you got to do. Okay. So this is what I want to do for you. I'd like to rebuild your credit with you for you. Okay. Because I want to get you some credit for you, personal or corporation. And all that other stuff is kind of like a free service. So what do we get to do? I want to get you the 3 green spark cards. It's about 160,000. If you had 9 divisions, each division has credit reports, so I can do it 9 times. That one card times 9, 160, is that $1 million yet? Yes, it is. It's more than that. If I take the 10 cards I like, that's $10 million of credit. If I take B of A times 9, would I have up to $1 million there? Wells Fargo. Okay, next thing is Ink Card, Chase, All right, the next thing we got to look at is the gold card. So if we take and build credit file for every entity the way I designed it in 87, 1 card to 5 cards could be up to $5 million. There's the money you've been lacking to build your business in the first place. And the goal is simple. Now at that time, what we're going to do is go back to the bank. The bank's going to give us up to $150,000 with no tax returns. That's right. They call it bridging the gap. All right, it can give it to the corporation or the divisions, but you have to have it to be 2 years old. So that corporation or that division or divisions have to be done now. So January, they're on their 2nd year. And if you just wait and say, oh, we can't just stop it, then you wait the following year. You just waste more time. Remember, we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as used to be. We're running out of this, which you can't replace. If you did it my way, that's up to $5.4 million of credit. And each division has the ability to build a what business plan up to $1 million a year. There's your ultimate goal. But again, all I can do is put you in classes and hold your hand and we sing Kumbaya. I'll get you where you want to go. You will become a certified CFO. Millionaire maker. I'm going to help you learn to make your corporation worth millions and millions, if you allow me to. But again, I need you to follow through. The ultimate goal is multiplying credit. So if we did this correctly my way, our goal is within a year's time or less is up to $1 million of credit. If we leverage money, write down reference 3 times 5. That gives us the ability to reference money in daisy chain, and on top of that, leveraging money. Let's pretend you're going to do what I tell you to do. This is $3 million in corporate credit. Okay, what are we looking to do? By the way, this is $10 million. Okay, I've been building this since I was 9.5. It's kind of fun. But then you have to figure out credit. This is about 3 to 5 million in this one. There's another one for the corporation. But then I have to take my next book. What I have to do is break it down for my Dun & Bradstreet, different color. Then I got to make down my divisions ones as well. Here's my personal cards with $100,000 of credit. Then every division should have a different color on the book, keep it separate as well. So you have to kind of get organized, 110%. So when we take the borrowed money, which is corporate credit, we get to write it off, 100% interest rate and credit card. We get to finance the American dream and buy the lifetime income. The lifetime income should be one of the things I pointed out to you, and that would be the goal, real estate or franchise. You don't see the owner ever running the Taco Bell or the Wendy's restaurant. There's a management company that does it for you. You're an investor. You take corporate credit, write it off, and you invest in something that gives you auto income. That's what I created for me. All right, and that's all I've done all my life. It's fun. An example. Here's a client, started about 8 months ago. Okay, very conservative, had to push him a couple of times. I feel like I was yelling at him, pulling him at the hill. No problem. Okay, he's currently at $96,000 a month. The goal is $100,000 a month for everybody, minimum. That starts at 10, get to 100, and build it up and away. The way I always designed goals for me was I want basically 100,000 a year, then I want it a month, then I want it weekly, then I want it daily. And that's what I've always done. And I've created up to $1 million a day. So again, this is going to be my way, your way what? But again, you get to get this done, and it can be your turn if you want. So let's say you want 100,000 of personal credit today, or you want 100,000 of corporate credit. Either way, we can build both. Maybe we'll split a little bit of both. Okay. The office is going to charge you the national average of 10%. What are we going to do? We're going to discount it for you. Okay, we discount it, you save about $3,000 for $6,999, and we position it all, and you're stuck with me even more. If you wanted basically 50,000 of credit, we position that, normally 5,000. Today it is discounted at $39.99. If you wanted to start small, and this is what a lot of people do, they start small and they use the credit to buy more credit, and we build up more and more and more. See, it's easier to spend 50,000 when you're spending basically what? 6, 12, 25 in a month versus trying to spend the 50,000 you don't have or hawking your house. So $25,000 of credit, or instead of 2,500 bucks today, if you did it today, it is $19.99. All right, that way you can get your feet wet on it too. So all these things are working with you and for you. Now take a picture of this page. This is where you can see Zelle. Zelle was purchased On July 6, 2022, 6 of the banks got together about Zelle. That's why they don't need locations as well. Ray at raisecredit.com finds Ray's Credit, and that's Ray Reynolds, recipient. That's me. So what happens is here now, again, take a picture of this part. There's the phone number to talk to one of the specialists during or right after this webinar, because whatever I offer here is only good right after or during the webinar period. 800-254-9506. Now, if you use a debit card or credit card, you know they're going to charge you 5% more because the bank charges that to us. So if you let me add you to my credit system, that's the goal. I set up a system and dashboards in 1987 while I'm helping Yarborough and TRW became Experian. My dashboards build cash credit reports, personal and business, instantly. Okay, so what happens? We add you to a credit system. From here, this is how you create millions and billions, and like I did, having properties on all 5 islands. What are we looking to do? Maybe you don't know this, but next year, being 2025, is the greatest year of your life, because 5 goes into 25 5 times and in 2000 as well. You'll understand, mathematically, it's going to be the perfect year in your whole life, and it'll be better than you had your whole life in the first place. You'll do more next year than you've ever done. So it's your turn. Very simple. Auto income should be 100,000 a month. Focus on that, please. Now, here's a couple of problems we have. Problem, solution always. What happens is corporations and divisions next year have to be filed now for next year to be on their second year. You got 5 days left. You got 5 days left to give me a name of a corporation, profit or nonprofit, and the divisions as well, so I can get it filed for you. Now we can look at what year come January on its second fiscal year. But again, we're running out of time. I don't control time, neither do you. So when we look at the Ray Reynolds University, what I created, 22,000 square foot building, 1 technology drive over on Spectrum. If you got past Betty in the front desk, after you pass one of my $1 million cars, you get to the back room, 22,000 square foot building. Here's one for B of A, Chase, ADP. Here's franchise room. Here's the classroom. Now we got to $1 million a day. All right, for some reason, God allowed me to go into coma in 2009. First series I wrote, what? Winning the game of business. What was on page 6, paragraph 3? Cash flow free per time. So understand something. You have 1,000 rules and steps. There's 1,000 things to do, bottom line. And that's what you got to learn to do. You have the Millionaires Founders Kit. If not, you can obtain it. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years, every Wednesday night for $5,000 a set. Full 12-book CDs. It's how you create a corporation worth $1 million. And that's the ultimate goal. So keep in mind. Now, I had a problem when I went in that coma in 2005. Okay, so July 5th, I died at 5:41. July 4th, we took one of the yachts out. I had 3 of them back behind my house, and we took a yacht to watch the fireworks, and I ended up going into coma. Someone had a virus. All right, my wife called the office, and she talked to some people in the office. Ron went with the U-Haul truck to steal my books and CDs. That's right. These people are supposed to help you. Okay, yeah, right. And then Tom, my IT manager, sold my websites and phone numbers to the highest bidder because I got 50 million people in my database. By the way, the highest bidder was a porn site. Don't ever call the phone number, please. So the people you think you're going to trust to help you, all right, guess what? A lot of times they're the ones that stab you in the back. So basically, be careful. From here, the Millionaires Founders Kit, that series that teach you how to $1 million corporation. The office right now, you can call them today. They will give it to you for $999. Okay, and that's very simple. If it was with me during the webinar now, I discount it half price for $499. But it's up to you to follow through. The real estate system was designed for the $2 billion I created of real estate. That was fun. Homestead blocker, UCC, Chattel Mortgage, I invented those as well. Financial series is buckets of money, tax balance, become the bank. So for here, if you want those books and series on those 2, you call the office. It's $19.99. If you did it during the webinar with me, it's half price always. It's $9.99. Save a bit of money as well. All right, now we got classes coming up. This is level 1, 2, and 3, and specialty classes. Office is going to charge $3,600, no problem, because that's what they charge all the time. And I'm giving a discount if you want in the first 90 days of next year for $19.99. All right, now let's understand specialties. Tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, I have a 1-hour class with my people who have $3 million plus. This is a private group that I invite people into. So these private groups are $3 million credit, and we're going to build up more and more and more and position things. The 4:30 in the afternoon to basically probably at 5:36 is going to be the other group that has $7+ million of credit. During the day, I got classes all through the day you get to go to as well. One of the ones is specialty class in rotation. This Saturday, we're looking at tax balancing, the ultimate goal. Now, I want you to think about profit and nonprofit. Why nonprofit? Because there's grant money coming up. There's a portal in almost every state to get grant money through the corporation of nonprofit. They're going to give about $10 billion away come January. So again, if you want to learn about nonprofit, you will get a form called 1023. In the class, we have every 8 weeks. So you can rotate that and learn how to fill out the form so you don't have to spend $15,000 to have someone do it for you. So again, if you want a nonprofit, very simple. I'd like you to take a picture of this right now. See, here's articles, also has tax ID, 3 divisions, nonprofit workshop, help you get the exemption. And what do we get to do? Get it filed now so you can get grant money come January. All right, office is about $4,000. Price during the webinar is $24.99. So take your picture if you wanted that right away. The goal is there's your Zelle, bank transfer deposit, or you can call the office right away too. Now, I like goodies. Okay, most of the people I ever met as a kid, I thought they were kind of silly and dumb, but I always basically just had the goodies, and it's very simple. All right, I wanted to obtain things. You today can get the American dream if you want. This means you have to listen and learn because your way has not worked so far. 750 can take 90 working days, but in that 90 working days, you have to do what I tell you to do. If you're willing to follow through, you got it. If you drag your feet and go like this, it's going to take a little longer. You're the one who controls how long it takes to get it done. I don't control it, you do. So 1:30 on Saturday, or excuse me, Friday, and 2 o'clock on Saturday. Again, you're stuck with me. I analyze you personally. Now, we're going to guarantee what we say in writing, big red ink, and you're going to agree or disagree. When you agree to give me a limited power attorney to do what I get to do, all right, you have to be part of the program. This means you only have 2 rules, okay? Can you write them down? Do not violate the program. Do not jack up credit cards, and do not apply and crash your rapid rescore. I do a rapid refresh for everybody. And if you look at rapid scoring for like Experian, I invented rapid rescore, all right, rapid refresh 44 years ago with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough. Simple for mortgage companies, everything else, because we need to get them through a mortgage. I don't want you to screw it up. I pay for everybody's first rapid rescore. If you apply for credit, screw it up, I'm going to charge you a fee. It's simple. If not, I'll close your case. Today, you write down today's date. What do I want you to do? I want you to focus on 90 working days. In 90 working days, I'm going to boss you around, push you, get the goal, and accomplish it, and then get you out of your own damn way. But if you drag your feet, that's on you, because I can prove I got goodies. You want some too? So the bottom line is, hopefully my story can help you get your story as well. Okay, I've been an example for God as, since I was a kid. It's kind of silly, but it's like frustrating at the same time. We all have a sad story. So there I am in the coma. I can't move. I can hear my tax attorney come in and trick my wife to sign a POA, power of attorney. I'm screaming and yelling, no one can hear me. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Okay, lucky they look at my driver's license, that pink little dot. So what happens? Very simple. Now, I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back. Very simple. I got to go to the other side, and I can explain that. And half the people on whatever out there telling them, all that's like, there's so many people full of doo-doo, it's ridiculous. But I chose one thing. My wife's falling apart. I said, I want to go back. The moment I said I want to go back, all right, the nurse dropped her clipboard. He's alive. Okay. Wish I could have said up and go boo. But again, I didn't do that. So the bottom line is, all right, I lost my life. They stole everything, 3.7 billion of my life, gone in a signature. So let's not feel sorry for ourselves. As an example, I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. A lot of shitty people in schools as well, bullies everywhere. I have been actually shot and I've been knifed. I don't have excuses. So if you want to feel sorry for yourself, not on my watch. Your goal is to understand, to see it, believe it, and go get it and knock it off. Let's go do it. I've been in 2 comas so far. First coma, I used my face as to break down Delane Street in Torrance, and I was crippled for life, but Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last one, they're working on me. I got to die and come back and help you anyway. So let's understand, my biggest oh shit day was July 5th, 2009, when I died in a coma. One of the clients sent me this, said, stay away from boats and fireworks. Okay. See, we all have these problems. God's gift. Okay, the mansion in the harbor. I got a problem. I got 3 yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy, and a bunch of Sea-Doos, and they're in all my 5 different houses. It's a mess. I got to figure out where I parked it last. That's crazy. So I had to buy the largest U-dock and the mansion in the corner. It had to be mine. Put all the goodies in the backyard. Isn't that where you put your goodies? So we can accomplish the goal as long as you have your mindset ready to do it. The Duffy was simple. I took the CFO out Friday and Saturday nights at Captain Jack's. We're driving a little Duffy over to the restaurant, no problem. And as you can think about, the CFO is my wife. And remember, it takes money to get honey. So the $100 million building, the $1 million Lamborghini, goodies and goodies and goodies. Now, here's some work I need you to do. If I'm going to rebuild you and you're going to let me partner up in some things we're going to do, I need you to do what I tell you to do. I need you to write down driver's license, insurance, registration. Do you realize that 44% of lawsuits, when they go after that person, they go after the next person, or brother, sister, and cousin, and uncle? Because they're connected all the dots. It's kind of stupid. Your driver's license, your insurance, and your registration. Okay, you get pulled over by a police officer or in a bumpity bump. You give out that information. I don't get it. I don't get it. As highly as intelligent as you are. You're giving some stranger your home address. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. I wanted to be P.O. Box or mailing address. Got it? I like Lamborghinis, big buildings, and helicopters. It's kind of fun. Oh, there's me. That hurt that night. I got a big gouge. Blood everywhere. Blah! Well, that's what it was. It's kind of disgusting. But you know what? When the Guinness Book of Records guy came in and says, where's the wires? He pissed me off. I jumped up and kicked at the lights. That's only 13 feet. Not possible. He left and ran out the door. He came back about an hour later. This is an aluminum building. There can't be wires. No blank, Sherlock. So let's understand mindset. You have to see what you want, believe it, and go get it, and get off your excuses. Now, I can jump high. That's fantastic. I've always believed if you can touch it, you can kick it, because I can do the splits every which way. Okay. My grandfather. I did my research after coma. Did you know my grandfather's Richard Bishop? He won the Olympics in 1932 for gymnastics in Los Angeles. Okay, hell, he looks like Al Capone, but he didn't care either about me, but that's okay. At least maybe that's how I can kick so high. All right, the word no doesn't mean no. You knew when you heard someone tell you no, you accepted it. You might have signed some kind of agreement, but you didn't agree with it. How many times have you signed something being uncomfortable? Almost all the time. No doesn't mean no. That means they're stupid. Okay? Get around stupid. Plan the problem. Now let's look at Credit Karma. That's why it's free. The reality is Credit Karma has no phone number to help you. My new dashboards are hopefully to kind of put them aside. Mine will be a lot better with a 24-hour call center. But again, Credit Karma. They were purchased by Intuit December 3rd, 2020. Next, we have to look at LifeLock because they're all over the news and the radio and TV too. Be careful. LifeLock, I'd say be careful for one major reason. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. If we're going to rebuild you, you've got to understand a lot of good rules and tools, 1,000 steps to learn how to play. So credit repair. Oh, goody. There's no magic wand, ladies and gentlemen. Mine's broken. It's even bent. So let's understand. Credit repair is a fraud. I didn't say it. Federal Trade Commission says it. It's right there. It's a fraud. They want to guarantee it. No, they can't do that. On top of that, they're not supposed to collect money up front. So let's write down section 611, just the word section 611, and Google it. This will come up. There's a lot of things you can do for yourself. Now, we have to look at the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Now, they indict Daniel here, who is the founder and everything else about the credit repair cloud, teaching me, let's get in credit repair business. Yeah, it works so good, he got fined $3 million. He's probably going to go to prison. So understand something. You got some choices. If you have a collection item, it's not charged off, you might have to negotiate a debt. We'll explain it to you through the analyzation process. From here, what are we going to do? Plan the problem. We're going to have safety credit. We're going to do what? Braille the line of defense, and never bring the pain where? Home. Now, understand the way I designed this in 87, they all got their act together now. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That's why they now say under 30%. Okay, a lot of silly, stupid people I watch on TikTok all the time. All right, they make no damn sense. They don't know what they're talking about. So again, let's understand something today. What is our goal? 750 the rest of your life. If you do it my way, it'll be there, but it's up to you to understand. All cards fluctuate. This is very simple. That means they go up and down based on utilization. Past 29%, your score drops, stuck, can't get any more. You backed yourself in a corner. If you had 3 divisions of you would have 3 chances to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. So all cards need a sticky. All right, you need to know your limit, how much you can use. Then you have to basically put the other 2 cards in front of these, and they don't fluctuate at all. So every time you have an shit day, use these cards, your score never goes down, as long as you maintain a payment. Unlimited up to $1 million, and a paid overtime limit. So with the discipline and the rules and tools that I put together in 87, you can maintain 750 the rest of your life, if I can get you to pay attention. From there, it's raise rules and tools. Always has been, always will be. So as we play, getting goodies, 750 score. This means I'm going to analyze you. Every one of you, no matter if you're in coaching or not, I'm going to look at your case file, and I'm going to make sure I go through every one of it, and I'm going to tell you personally what you need to do. Now, if you don't follow through, that's on you. But I'm going to take the time to help you if I can get you to pay attention. A rapid refresh blocks crappy credit, pushes scores up, and away. So let's understand that we want to do that for everybody. Here is a 510, became a 757. Got it? From there, what did we do? Added rapid, and they were part of the program. Part of the program means we're going to basically rebuild you, and that means we're going to help guide you what you need to do on your part. So we got to do this like Humpty Dumpty. Here's a nice lady. She's at a 651. She has no green lights. That means possibilities. Okay, rapid rescore, 750, green lights, $1 million of credit built. Next, we look at someone who was dragged into a bankruptcy. Nice couple. They went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask him questions. He sold them a bankruptcy they did not need. He was too busy trying to get his damn retainer, and the guy, I hope he had a flat tire, and he had to walk 10 miles backwards uphill. It's ridiculous. Bankrupt stuff they didn't need to bankrupt in the first place. It's like this debt consolidation crap out there. Okay, and that doesn't work. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot. So understand, bankruptcy. Now, I watch these 3 guys on TikTok. You need a secure credit card from Capital One. That's called stupid and stupid and stupid. You never need a secure card, period. I will build you your first card on a dashboard when you have no credit or a damn bankruptcy. There's $500. If you did need one, ever, it's always an Open Sky card. Write down opensky.com. Why? There's no damn inquiry. $200, $25 utilization. That's it. I mean, why do people make things difficult? I don't understand. Stupid. Here's 11 collection accounts. 11. What do we get to do? Now let's watch. 11 accounts collection laid on their damn car payment. Got it? Here's 3,000. You have to rebalance your debt. You got to be responsible if you truly want it. But do you really want it? Or are you a crook, just want to rip people off? You have to make that decision. Hopefully make the right one. 96 points, 3 days. Here's a client online, and I'm coaching them all the way. If you do this and this, I will do the rapid rescore and push you up, and away. Right there is 96 points in 3 damn days. Rapid rescore. It cost me $499, and that's what we sell it for in an average, and then we pay them $300 to do it. Has to be a third party. From there, from all the costs and everything else, it's a break even. When you do a rapid rescore, we charge $499. First one, I pay for you. You screw it up, you're paying for the next one. Got it? Isn't that fair? So, would you like a 753? It's simple. I mean, your goal is, do you want it to shoot up faster? Would you like to shoot up your score in the next 45 days? All right, this is basically very simple. 128 points. What did we do? We did a rapid, what's called an expedited rapid. So if you needed your points to go up 100 plus points, we have to expedite the rapid refresh. That's simple. So they're going to basically put in place. Now understand, you can Google rapid scoring, it'll come up with Experian. I have designed it, but I don't like their rapid. I think it's BS. They're listing your personal bills. because they get hacked all the time. Now they know everything about you. So what happens is simple. So basically a rapid rescore. Okay, if you want and need 100 points boost right away, what's going to happen is it's going to happen in about 45 days. But it's $990. I never do a rapid expedite or on a damn credit card. It's a Zelle $9.99, take it or leave it kind of thing. Because I'm going to shoot that sucker up as high as I can. I got no excuses. But again, this is going to be done in 45 working days. If you need it, that's what you need to do. From there, it's a Zelle, Zelle, Zelle. All right, nothing else but Zelle on that one because I build it up and away. Guess what? All right, I don't want you screwing it up. You can call 800-254-9506, 5% on card, but not for that basically expedite. That's only a Zelle or deposit. From here, what is our goal? Every one of you won a 750 score. I'm going to guarantee I can do it for you. If not, I'll hand you the keys to the $1 million Lamborghini, one of them. It's part of the car collection. So I got no BS to get you. You got to do exactly what I tell you to do. Okay? I'm going to hand you a $10,000 credit line. This is cash credit for you because none of you have that 10,000. Usually have 500,000, couple bucks. I want to get you 5 to 10,000 plus. Okay, I'm going to charge you $9.99 to do that. Then I'm going to turn around and do the rapid rescore as I showed you. That boost is $4.99 for a standard rapid. Takes 90 working days. Then I'm going to dispute everything for 9 months for you. We're going to tear it apart every angle we can for 9 months. Okay, we do that for everybody who does this part. We do that for free. Okay, now this is $1,498. So let's say $1,500. That's what it costs. Very simple. All right, you're going to go to class Friday or Saturday or both. You're stuck with me live. No excuses. I have none. You can give me none either. We're going to do that rapid 750. We're going to go after that, guaranteed. And you're going to go to class for 180 days, 6 months if you want to. You don't have to, but I want you to. But again, how do I get you to do it? Just show up. From here, as we do this, this discount is good during this broadcast. And what happens is the discount is $9.99. Okay, so $999, 10,000 credit. All right, we build you, position you the right way. I need to make you a qualified CFO. Okay, the goal is to never bring the pain home. Now, if you have a corporation, fantastic. Let me take your corporation with you. All right, hold your hand, do division process, get you a couple $1 million of cash credit. Okay, let's finance that dream because you keep backing yourself in a corner and people keep leading you down. If you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. That's right, free. Okay, you'll pay your filing fee. I'm going to rebuild you personally as well. I'm going to get you $25,000 of cash credit. I'm going to charge you $2,499. I'm going to give you 5 times your investment, all right, and guarantee it. And all you have to do is understand 5 times better than being in Vegas. What am I going to do? Analyze, add history, and pop credit as soon as possible. We're going to line it up to make sure you understand every step of the way. All right, if this is done during a broadcast with me, very simple. All right, you're getting basically level 1 for 90 days in corporate setup. Okay, and this is a Zelle situation only. All right, what would happen is that discount during the broadcast is $1,999. And the ultimate goal is it's a Zelle, or you can call the office right away. And you can give them a card. But again, they're going to charge 5% more because the bank charges us that. So you're going to pay that just because you started a card versus a Zelle. All right. Now, here's some more work I need you to do. I need you to pay attention. I need you to stop the damn robocalls and the junk mail you do to yourself. By the way, you did it to yourself, by the way. Congratulations. I want you to call 888-567-8688. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. Cable Corporation. So I'd like to repackage your whole life if you allow me to. So what happens is you can opt out for 5 years or a lifetime calling the number in front of you. But it's up to you to be off the national mailing list, unless you like all the junk mail and the robocalls. From here, I want you to focus. 14 to 16, all right, you were told to get an SSN. What you did, you didn't pay attention to, I don't believe you did, is you signed an SS5 form. SS5. That's what gets you an SSN in a 1040. Okay? I want you to compare that to SS4. They're both IRS, by the way. Line 1 here says legal name of entity or individual person. The only form I could ever find the IRS ever created for credit and banking purposes. So let's understand, you're allowed 3 of these, all right, if you want to do a corporation. All right, that gives you 3 chances to try. As we look at this, as we look at the application more, it says banking and credit purposes. It's right there. I explained this to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 after I got $100,000 of corporate credit, okay, through the corporation. He was at the poker game. Very simple. So this is per entity. So if we look at this, I had a problem in the late 80s. My problem is I created $53 million of cash credit. They're shrinking my limits. It's scaring the, you know what, out of me. I don't want to lose my limits. When I created cash flow free per time, it's only because I was trying to save my own credit to the corporation and me and my divisions. You see what happens, I loaned out money. So I took the money and I basically loaned the money. I did my research, found out C-191D says a corporation can loan out money privately. Okay, I did that. What did it do for me? I created cash flow free at my time. You could take a division or any credit you want and daisy chain it into more credit. And I basically put this in my bucket of money book. All right, the old one and the new one as well. So let's understand what I did. I took $4.6 million of that credit. I wanted to see if it would work. I loaned it out. Took me 18 months, 41 divisions. This is 1998, and I created $190,000 a month. This is how I created cash flow free per time, because that's what it did for me. I just wanted the bills to be paid and free up my time to do what I want. Okay, I don't want to be strapped down by running a business and all these other pieces. Okay, that's no fun. So again, in the book called Buckets of Money, you'll see my matrix there of $190,000 a month. And that's what I did. And the assets behind became $1.1 billion, by the way. Again, you could do the same thing for you. As you play, the goal would be very simple. Do you want to be a millionaire? And unfortunately, most people, yeah, the answer is no. I don't want to be a millionaire. All right, I want to control a millionaire corporation, be the puppet master. So there's the goal to get your mindset right. Understand? If we do it my way, like real estate, every real estate piece of property is separate liability. What happens to most silly people, they buy it on themselves or a corporation, either one gets sued, they're screwed up, bottom line. If we do the real estate per division, the way I designed it, this is how we got to 2.2 billion in real estate, okay, protecting all the pieces. You will have shitty tenants. If you look at financial series, tax balancing, that class is tomorrow morning, okay, from there, you can become the bank. And you can do basically one thing, tax balancing and buckets of money. If you call the office today, all right, I want you to let them know I told you you can get the tax balancing tomorrow for free. That class is normally $4.99. Tell them I said on webinar, you get tax balancing for free, and they give you the login for that tomorrow. Okay, because you're here today, let's give you a goodie. Every property, every bucket of money is basically how I design financial series. So let's look at a division. Here's your problem. You allowed yourself, the person or the corporation, to be the duck and the sheep. Sue the corp, they'll sue you. They sue the corp. Either way, you're a duck and sheep. I actually set up dashboards in 1987, all right, using tax IDs, and I did it for Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, working with Yarborough and teaching them how to do things as well. So let's understand. I add 2,000 of history to a division. That allows us to establish the division credit reports. We would daisy chain credit, which means, understand, one card getting more cards. That's called daisy chain. I created that as well. So one card and then one for every entity. Every entity will have its own credit file like you and I do in the corporation, every division. We daisy chain the credit. Got it so far? Every entity is a profit zone buckets of money. So I'd like you to take a picture of this so you understand what I'm offering you today. Each division is usually $4.99. All right, 3 divisions, 10,000 in credit. All right, $19.99, no credit, $9.99. 9, $39.99, 25,000 in credit. All right, without credit, $19.99. All right, 12 divisions. All right, with 75,000 in credit, $69.99. No credit, $29.99. I want to give you credit at the same time. I want that credit to basically reimburse you up to 5 to 10 times anyway. So I designed it. But I want you to understand divisions have to be filed now, so next year they're on their second year. Now, during this broadcast, I'm going to double those numbers for you. If you do it now through Zelle or call the office right away. That 3 will be 6, that 9 will be 18, that 12 will be 21. Okay, it's a Zelle situation. There's that phone number again, 800-254-9506. Have a corp, fantastic. Don't have a corp, all right. What do we do? Give you one. Pay the filing fee. I believe the world is wrong and I'm right. I look through these big windows here and say, you're wrong, I'm right. You see, the problem you have is we want to stop bringing the pain home. You keep bringing the pain home. You need to put your ducks in a row. I want to repackage you my way because I think your way sucks. Sorry, but that's just how I feel under the corporate umbrella. So let's focus again. What's a corporation? Legal person, may sue or be sued. Let's create the division process. What did we draw earlier? The map. Corporations, owning corps, and corporations having divisions of me. Ways to play the same game, and you don't have to bring the pain home. You brought it home because you're lacking knowledge. This is pathetic. I don't get this. I came out of a coma. They stole 3.7 billion. I'm homeless. What do I get to do? First thing is, I told my wife when we found out it's not our house anymore, because that what happened in the vision in that dream or coma is actually real. All right, honey, take me to Mark's place. See, I got to get moving. I got to do something. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. 3 seconds or less. Mark and his family own jewelry Mark off the freeway. Honey, I'll be right back. I'm walking with an oxygen tank. I come back out of that place. He says, where's your wedding ring? All right, this is a new one. Where's your Rolex? Where's your necklace? Where's your bracelet? They gave me $16,400. I told my wife they're being cleaned. I lied to my wife. My goal is to protect her. So I lied to her. I wanted her to feel bad about that too. Now what do? Take me to basically Best Buy. Best Buy, because I'm at 3 divisions of me, my 5 closet divisions, I got an instant account for $25,000. I need that computer, this and that. I said I want some Visa gift cards. Visa gift cards. I want that little square to put in my phone. Open a bank account, see what happens. So what did I do? I created $50,000 of credit plus what I had plus my division. So understand, when we have an oh shit day, this is stupid. This man needs to man up. Drive an Uber, drive a Lyft. All right, DoorDash. This crap about these people basically being employees or independent contractors, that's bullshit. California has 12 points of labor. All right, they're employees, period, unless it's a corporate tax ID. The law is very simple. It's black and white. But again, this man should go to the church for the food. All right, have a damn garage sale. I had 12 of them in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. No excuses. You got to fight through the damn pain. I died in a coma, lost 3.7 billion, came back. Hell yeah. What did I do? 3 divisions, 5 closet divisions. I built 1 million of credit in 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. Why don't you do what I tell you to do? You don't have to bring the pain home ever again. But again, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Here's $500 million of goodies. $500 million. Did you like more? So again, we get to play the game. See, here's you see 2 cars and 2 buildings. I see 1,013 divisions. You buy a car. The way you buy it, I think, sucks. You let them sweat you for 5 hours. You get 9 inquiries. What's wrong with you? Then when you sign that contract, you could put right next to that piece of paper to run my credit, you're allowed 1, and circle and take a damn picture. You could have controlled that conversation in the first place, and you sat there for 5 hours going, beep, 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 beep. That's about it. That's ridiculous. The car, that car you drive today should be registered to a division, because you get in a bumpity bump, they're going to sue you. They're going to try to take everything you got. A car is fleet price tax ID division. Got it? Write it down. Fleet price tax ID division. Oh, you want to buy a house? Okay, this is silly. Husband, wife on the loan. Stupid. No, 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 no. Only 1 duck on the lease or the loan. Okay. The man wants to be on the ladies. Let him be on that. It's called stupid. Okay. What is it? Escrow, close, homestead trust. That's the dumb thing because people know where you live. Should have bought through the trust in the first place. So let's understand that house. All right, it's going to show on both credit files. No. House and car do not do anything for your credit ever, 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 ever. And when you screw them up, it'll screw it up. Until then, it doesn't make it fluctuate at all. Car should be a division. But when you lose a house and a car, guess what happens? They report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got double shitty credit. See, you didn't plan the problem. With your lack of knowledge, how many times you could have made sure you didn't bring the pain home and kick your own ass. It's ridiculous. That car, division. The lease of a building, division. House, division. Money, SS4, and daisy chain credit to get more credit to finance the business. That's the way it's designed in the first place. Why corporate credit? Well, let's see. It's a write-off. It's free damn money. You're not stealing from your family like you've been doing all your life. All right, divisions give you a line of defense. You get to build a legacy. Don't you want to build a legacy? I don't get it. So tomorrow, if you call the office right away, I'm going to give you a $500 class for free and tell me you want the tax balancing class tomorrow. Why don't you show up to goal setting? Why don't you show up basically to the tax balancing class, and how about the 2 o'clock class too? Why don't you spend part of the day with me? Let's see if I can change your life right away. So let's understand here. Monday, if you're being analyzed today, or if you need answers and questions for us, an analyzation sheet, it'll say Capital One. It doesn't tell us what type. If you have Capital One, you're going to call your specialist on money if you have one yet, or we'll sign you one. You're going to say my Capital One is a Quicksilver 1, quick, all right, from there, Platinum, all right, or it's a Venture One. You're going to tell us what it is. Okay, so we don't go after something you already have. Now, the next thing we're going to do is basically understand if you ever screwed American Express and Chase. See, they don't forgive you. So I got to basically get through their process. If you have like this is, the Ink card, and this is Chase. You have too much available, in other words, you're not using it, they tend to not give you more. You have to utilize the credit. My dashboards are simple. I'm an affiliate to 119 creditors. I don't like most of them. Only 10 of them are worth a damn. Trade lines are a joke and fraud. Authorized users are in the way. So what do we get to do? So the goal is, I want you to become a certified CFO and understand rules and tools. So what do we look at? Would you like 96 points to make your score go up? And it gives you green lights and possibilities to build more credit and balance your debt and get past all the garbage you've been going through. You could have came here 49 years ago, online or in person. Why didn't you? That's on you. So again, rapid rescore. For clients that start in the beginning, I pay for the first one, and usually in most cases. And then if you screw it up, you're going to have to pay the next one. I'm not going to fix your screw up. So don't screw up. Got it? So here's basically a 753. That is literally from a 620 all the way. Whee! Would you like, all right, 120 points or more, especially at the end of the year? An expedited rapid refresh, very simple. All right, if you want that boost of 100 plus points, you want an expedited rapid. Expedited rapids are $9.99. Always a Zelle. Do not even ask the office if it's a card. Hell no. I'm pushing that score up away, green lights. I'm not waiting for a card. It's a Zelle. You don't do it, period, as an expedite. Okay? So from there, it's 45 working days to push it up and away. That's up to you, and it's a Zelle. From there, there's that phone number at the office. You can call right away. So I'm going to give you the truth. You might not like it. All right, I might tell you to get off your assets and do this and this and that. I'm going to show you every step of the way. But again, I'm not the one who has to follow through. I will follow through every step of the way. I've worked 6 days a week, all right, for the last 49 years, every Saturday. Now, let's say you're rebuilt, and you're in a rebuild or whatever program currently. No problem. What I'd like you to do is think about if you want to upgrade that package. The upgrade is $9.99. Okay, this allows us to give you a corporation if you don't have one. It allows you the tax ID. It allows you to go to the workshops. All right, level 1 in setup with me for 90 days. This also will get you $10,000 of cash credit. $10,000 of cash credit. Okay, again, it's up to you. So you could upgrade your basic credit rebuilding package to this, all right, during this webinar, and call the office right away as well. What is a corporation again? Legal person. All right, again, division process. We got to focus about that. Next, here, I always want you to think about cash credit, supply credit. Supply can turn into cash and let that cash help balance you over here. If you don't balance your credit and your debt, all right, you're never going to get where you want to go anyway. Okay, it's never going to go up and away. This is where you get up to about $50,000 of cash credit. It can balance your debt. From here, we go back to SS4. We look what it says and we understand this more. Legal name of entity or individual person. You're allowed 3 divisions of you, by the way. From there, it says banking and credit purposes. That's the goal. All right, line of defense. So credit reports, listen carefully. 1987, I created the dashboards to create tax ID and credit files. Simple. Well, I was teaching Yarborough as well. Ken was always wanting to do file segregation. I was against it after we wrote a book together. I didn't like it. I liked the division of me instead. So this is business reports getting cash credit. You become a certified CFO. Now understand, when you guarantee a building, car, apartment complex, or storage unit, whatever you sign outside the corporation, if the corporation fails, they still come get you. So understand, it doesn't really protect you. Divisions do. So we're going to go through this process right here. This is number 5774. So let's see what we need to do. So if this is your number, we go by case number only. Okay, Alex is your specialist. Okay, you sign up in 11.5. Okay, your scores are 635, 588. As we go through this, let's understand. Rapid says that you're not in Rapid. We need to find out. You probably are. Why does it say that? Here's Navy. Please never screw up Navy. So here's a person who has Navy 100%. If I lined it up, I can show you exactly how to call them, get $30,000 loan or another card or increase that limit. See, there's two things on a debt to ratio problem. A, you can pay it down or you can increase the limit. That's the goal, okay? From here, I can show you how to increase that so you can get rid of this 100%. Terminated accounts here, these are basically terminated. These, I'll bet you $50, they were basically trade line crap, weren't even yours, and what you had to do is get rid of them. Here is, Symphony, or in Lowe's. I mean, if you're going to get a damn Lowe's card, why would you not get Amex Lowe's? It's a combo card for $45,000. This person knows what the hell they're doing. Amateur hour. Okay, personal credit? Hell no. Again, what do? We do it the right way. No inquiries. Please keep it that way. Okay, so here we're going the up and down show. You're losing points. You're in the red. You're dropping. You're dropping. You're dropping. That's what's happening. Okay, what do we have here? We have no green lights, no possibilities right now. We got to find out Rapid. We need you to call us on Monday. All right. Did you ever mess up American Express or Chase? Need to know that. We look at here, SoFi is good, but SoFi should be 20,000, by the way. I can actually get you SoFi for $100,000, but it's up to you. Again, what you're doing is I don't like, but it's, do what you want. This is just a rebuild. So we just rebuilt you and we're done. But again, if you work with me, I can get number 5774 to millionaire status in 6 months or less. But they'd have to listen. They'd have to learn. They'd have to pay attention. So I hope and pray that 5774 does both, listens and pays attention. But it's up to the person. Here's 5785. Okay, Jake is your specialist. Rebuilt, no problem. Here we have this collection crap. I always look at collections, see if you screwed up American Express or Chase. See, a lot of this stuff here has to be negotiated. They don't write it off down the road. But again, it's the end of the year. Hell, they're going to write off all kinds of stuff. They don't have a choice. They have to. But it's rebuilt. Here's Capital One. Please listen. I hope people do this all the time. I had a card the other day, went from 5,000 to 20. All right, Priscilla said she had one of the clients do what I teach them how to do, and the $1,000 card went to 4. We're opening the gap. On Capital One, you go online, you log in, and it says pay. You pay a bill. When it opens that page, on the right-hand side, it says I want. You click I want, left page, next page, left-hand side to the bottom. You want to increase your limit. If you do this every 46 days, 2 out of 6 times they do. So let's understand, change your projections. You have 2 choices, pay it down or increase the gap. And increase the gap is the first thing to do. So here we have Capital One, but we need this person, and this is 5785, to call us and tell us what type of Capital One card is this. Is it Venture, Venture One, Platinum? Is it basically, Quicksilver One or Quicksilver? Credit One, you got a 750. Credit One, they usually give you Visa and Platinum, and then they want to give you the red card. So you got Credit One, you got all 3 cards, okay? On their dashboard, it says offers. Click it, update your income. It'll offer in 2 days to increase your limits. Here's a person I can show them how to play teeter-totter and open the gaps, literally, and go around all this crap through Rapid and push them to 700 in probably 3 months or less. But if all they want is rebuild, then we do the rebuild. See, that's 5785. That's what they want to do as well. Now we got 4887. 4887. So here's a person that is a rebuild plus 10,000. Or Mahisha is their specialist. Here we have no inquiries. Please keep it that way. We got to go around some stuff as we do this. Now, they did a 13 and they did a 7. So this means one thing. Most bankruptcies, Chapter 13, are converted to 7, usually in the first time they go through the process. 13s are payment plans for 3 to 5 years. 7 is called a straight 7. Okay, it was discharged. In other words, this was dismissed. It can stay there for 7 years. And then when this was discharged, it was completed. You want to know if you had American Express or Chase in the bankruptcy. Now, this is something that really bothers me. You can seal your record before you file bankruptcy. See, courts have nothing to do with personal credit. Your bankruptcy court never tells them literally personal credit they verified anything ever. All right, statewide is a company that feeds them. If you would have sealed it, they would have never put it on the report in the first place. Learning to seal your record would be kind of important. Here's Chase. You haven't screwed up good. American Express, I don't see a bad one yet. So again, we can go around all this stuff. Does this person want to really rebuild themselves? They want a bonus card. They want that 10,000. They're kind of committed to it. Let's go get it. But again, there's certain things they need to do for us as well. Debt to ratio is high. No green lights. Rapid is good till 3/31/2025. Rapid's trying to push up and away, and that's what it's doing. Right now, it's playing a little push me, pull me game. Okay. In other words, when these hit, they're not dead, so they hit now, and this is where the push me, pull me. We're pushing you up, and it goes down, up and down, up and down. See, the reason I like Credit Karma's graph right now, it's the best one out there. Ours will hopefully be better than theirs. But what happens is that's the heartbeat of your company. All right, your company, who's you. See, you should be owned incorporated anyway. So your company and you have a heartbeat to the credit file based on legalization or shitty credit. So again, we got to build this up. From there, capital ones, what type are they? We need to know this. So you're going to call, all right, Mahesh, on Monday after 10 o'clock. Why after 10? Very simple. I have a meeting every day, 5 days a week at 7:30 in the morning with management. I call it setting the tone for the day. We do that every day. So you call after that, usually about 10 o'clock. This is 5773. All right, let's see what Rapid's trying to do here and here of 10 points. Rapid is good till 3/17/2025. Okay, we have no green lights, and look what we got. We're late on these things. I would tell a person, please never screw up American Express. They closed it. They're not going to give you another one unless you do a division of me. You got no choice. So let's understand. This person needs to rebuild. They screwed up our Navy. Damn. I could have increased that Navy to $50,000 and balanced the debt, not be late on anything. But again, they just got into the program. They should have came here a long time ago. Here's Capital One. Again, need to know what type it is. Authorized user is not even your card. Here's Navy authorized user. Okay, and here's basically military star. Okay, so this person or someone is military. Thank you for your service, or they gave you an access code. If any of you have someone in your life, all right, that's in the military and you're not, remember you can get an access code and do an open account for Navy, do a bank account, personal, to get loans to balance your debt. My Navy was only because I was in a government program as a kid. They could verify that and get my access code. So if you're not in, you can get an access code. You can use that to balance your debt. Navy is really good at $30,000 to $50,000 loans, credit cards as well. Sad to see this person hurt this, Navy here, but it, things happen laid across the board. So here's Jake, and this is what happens is we're not going to dispute any open account that's revolving charge. If we did, they would close the account. So we need to know what is the game plan here. We got lates across the board that kills scores. All right, is it just going to charge them off, or what are you trying to do? What is the end game? What does you really want us to do for you? Rebuild, we're going to do that. It's not a problem. But again, you got some problems here that are currently happening. So that's 5773. Here's 5776. So 5776. Okay, Mahesh is your specialist, a rebuild. Here we have all this collection crap. They have no revolving credit. Okay, this might be one of them. I popped a card today for 2,000 to start them out with. So we don't need any card yet. We definitely don't need a secure card. If I can't get you a card, then it'll be open sky, no inquiry. That's why you always list open sky on this as well for you. So again, you just started. What's the game plan? Talk to your specialist, and let's see if we can get you your first card but you're probably just getting a bonus card. Would you want more? I would want to do more for you if you want, but it's up to you to work with your specialist. Here's 5777. Okay, here Alex is your specialist. We have a collection. This $960. They'll probably charge it off towards the end of this year, be done with it. If not, have to come back around, maybe negotiate a couple bucks. Solution for problem. Amex, that's a personal, probably blue. And then these have to be balanced a little bit more. Here we have the Capital One, the Amex over here. So here you could actually use this to balance across the board to basically be at 29%. I would take basically a rapid rescore, push it up, probably an expedited. I could push this person in the next 40 days to about a 730. 720 and above, Chase wants to give you credit cards. No green lights yet, but again, no problem with Chase from American Express. I hope not. So again, this is a person in the next 90 days or less, they're going to have up to 100,000 of credit. All right, even though there's a little bit of a mess. Again, all we need to know what's the game plan. If we need to rebuild, then we do that. I look at everybody as an opportunity to basically put another millionaire in the making in my list. I have 33 million millionaire makers. So again, that's just me adding more people. That was 5777. Here's 5778. Okay, blew that way too big. Alex, your specialist. Okay, we're ready here. All right, you're in the 500, sucks. There's an inquiry. So here's basically, they start at 510, and a month later they go after Chase. Why would we go after Chase? All right, when basically we have a Capital One $300 crap card. Again, there's no green lights. Okay, there's no reason to go for Chase. Chase is looking at 720 and above. Again, we wasted an inquiry. One main, they give you loans, crappy ones usually. So here we got to go around this, pop some credit. Again, if I do it, you're probably going to get credit. But again, Alex is your specialist, and it doesn't show bonus card. I don't know if you get one or not. If we do, we will do it. But again, would you like more? I mean, if we're going to rebuild you, can we rebuild the whole thing? Can we get to 750, 100,000 credit corporation divisions? I mean, don't this person want the American dream, which is living on the hill, drive the car of your dreams? If they sue you, they get diddly squat. That's the American dream, right? To protect your ass. So we got 5779 now. All right, we went up 9 points. We're playing Wii game. We're playing the Wii game. All right, wow, 14 points. Here we're late. Be on time for 90 days. We cannot challenge that. They will close the account. We don't want that to happen to you. We can call it a duplication down the road. This inquiry, why did it happen? I hope it didn't crash your rapid rescore. Actually, looks like it was done prior to us. Okay, so please be on time. All right, here you can open gaps across the board, and we look at what Capital One, what type is it? Chase. Again, this can be rebalanced across the board what you're doing, but again, it's going to be up to you. You have no rapid. You probably have a rapid for 90 days. We'll check into that as well. But again, please be on time. I mean, I'd rather sell something to maintain a payment, not kill it. This person, believe it or not, 5779, we could get you up to 100,000 in credit. All right, I'd say 90 days or less, but you got to do some parts on your part too. And that's what we're trying to explain to you. Here's 5783. 5783, Christopher's your specialist. From here, you're in the 500s. Barclays, you're late. No revolving. You'll build you a card. Might be one that already did a card on. You know that as well. So we build a card. This has to be 3 on times. Okay, we can't say duplication or anything else, so it is. So you're dropping, playing the up and down show. Your rapid's good to 416. Okay, this is when I popped a card for 2,000 earlier today. So let's understand something. Please be on time here. No problem, American Express or Chase. And we're going to build you up and away. Keep in mind, use these 3 starter cards. They're anywhere from 500 to a couple thousand. I try to position 2,000 to 4,000 at a time to see what we can do as well. The main thing is to rebuild you. Now that you're learning rules and tools, you have the ability to rebuild yourself to the $1 million dream if you want. 5770. Again, we had American Express closed. Damn it, it's closed. Okay, sucks. All right, collection accounts, no problem. Go around it for now, see what we can do. Christopher is your specialist. Here we have Navy. Please don't screw up Navy. Let me show you how to get Navy to 30,000 to 50 in credit cards as well. I mean, this person here with the Navy and everything else, balancing debt, this one's already dead, so that's a yes now, not a no. And anything on Chase, hopefully not. So again, once we know, we can position you the right way. Here we're going up and down. This is the goal. Let's get it to go straight up now. So again, your rapid is good till 3/3/2025, getting you more credit. My cards are going to be in the thousands. That's the goal. Unfortunately, this is recently was closed. Okay. So what do we have? We have 5770. This one here, I'd say basically 5 months, 100,000 plus credit. Okay, this late hurts us. We have to go around that. And then from there, you get some collections that just hit you. Right? Luckily, they're a couple of $100. That's easy. So again, all right, that's where we can build 5770. But again, you have to tell us what you want. All it is rebuilt, and that's all we do. All right. So here we have rebuilt 10,000 in credit. Priscilla is your specialist. Last updated 5/18/13/2023. This is usually an address problem. So we need to look at address and Credit Karma and creditor. You're basically something that can get updated. So it's kind of like pulling you in different directions. And we can look at address problem as well. So here we have small collections. We'll see what happens. Come back here. The authorized user here isn't helping you. Let's say here's Capital One. I would take yourself they need to pay it down to 29%, or you need to remove yourself as officer. Simple. Authorized user. Here's Navy, can be positioned up to 50,000. You put Open Sky in collections. Open Sky was your own money. You probably had to put $200 on it, and you lost money, and they charged it off. I mean, come on. This could have been worked out 100%, but this is what you did. From here, this is a Capital One, or excuse me, Credit One. Believe it or not, I'll get you into the Capital One where you build it. This time, hopefully, you build it the right way more. Navy positioned. I got both of us. Getting that 10,000, no problem. But again, you have to listen and do what you're told to do. We got to go around this. These have to be removed or brought down. Same thing, across the board. Okay, if the kickoff is something you did, it's your own money. You don't need them. Okay, again, but it's up to you. There's a zero. So rapid needs to be put in place, a couple green lights. And right now you're going in the red, you dropped 46 points. That's not good. So again, what we get to do is rebuild this person. Work with Priscilla, let's rebuild you. This person, because of the Capital One and the positions and jacked up, I'm going to say 4 months, we're going to be able to get them 100,000 in credit if they do what we need them to do. Here's 5769. 5769. So let's understand what we're trying to do. Mahisha's your specialist. To rebuild, you get $500 bonus card. You paid in full. And then you went after Chase. Oh, goody. And you got 71%, $500 card. Okay, if that's the same card, we'll have to find that out. Usually Chase wouldn't touch this, all right, based on a 632, but who knows? Maybe we got lucky. Here we have a new account for $500. Wow. So here it is, no problem. But it's 71%. If you balance this across the board, both of these things, all right, push you up to 700 score, probably take us about 5 weeks. Okay, but again, what do we look at? Here's what happens. You're 5/9, you signed up, and then you did 2 inquiries as we're rebuilding you. That's a violation. The difference is, did it crash rapid? We'll need to look at that. You have paid collection, paid, and there's a little first premier. Again, what we have to do is remove these things or challenge them. You had a bankruptcy, it was discharged, which means you went through it. It wasn't dismissed, it was discharged, all right, in 2018. Was American Express or Chase in that bankruptcy? We'd like to know that. So what happens is, we're pushing you up and away. All right, let's finish the job. Let's finish eating your 750, balance this, balance the score, and let's go after some more. But again, that's only $500. All right, I'd hope you want more, 5769. Let us know from there. Here's 5730. 5730. Here we have a lot of collection accounts, so big mess. No revolving. So these are all collections. Are they charged off yet? Don't know. We'll find that out. See, just because it says collection slash charge off Doesn't mean the creditor stopped trying to collect or charge it off. Again, we might have to negotiate a debt or two or go around as much as we can. Okay, we got a finger hut in zero, it's in collections. So again, we need to build some credit for this person. Right now, it doesn't say anything about credit line. It doesn't say anything about who the specialist is. So we'll get that addressed as well. And if you know you're 5730, call the office on Monday after 10 o'clock, please. We want to go through your case file. Okay. I'm trying to get to the next one. All right, 5730. No revolving credit. Now, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, First Premier, they're the worst card on planet Earth because you have to spend 95 bucks to use it. But again, they're in collections. Okay, you have no credit. So we're going to challenge, oh, then you did an inquiry. Okay, did you get it? There's a 46 window day in between inquiries and inquiries. So we have to look at when does that run out as we do dispute process. If you're getting a bonus card, we tend to do it at the end of the program anyway, because the mess is gone. That's what the ultimate goal should be. So any problem, American Express or Chase, and why did we do this? Hopefully it didn't crash or wrap or rescore, because yours is in place to 2/19, 2025, couple green lights. Here we're going up, now it's going down a little bit. So again, what is number 5730's goal? Otherwise, go around these things too. Maybe we can pop a card right away. We'll see about that. That inquiry bothers me because it might block us for 40 days. 5768. No inquiries, please keep it that way. We have a rebuild. We have 500 bonus card. Priscilla's your specialist. You have a little bit of collections. You have no credit. So I'm going to pop you a card as well. Build it up and away. 99% of the time I get to do it. If I can't for some reason, which is almost impossible, should always be a slam dunk. All right, you will get an open sky card. We'll let you know that as well. So these little collections are going to go around it. This person has to be rebuilt. See, in other words, there's not a lot of mess. Rebuilding this, 90 days, 4 months, they could have 50 to 100,000 in credit. But it's up to them. What is your total game plan? That was basically here, and understand. So we're halfway through these. What do we look at? Simple. If you're in a rebuild, you get a bonus card or whatever you get. If you want to upgrade it today for $9.99, we're going to give you a corporation tax ID, put you in level 1 and setup with me on Saturday. We're going to give you 10,000 of cash credit, 10 times your investment. That's the goal. But it's up to you if you want us to do that with you too. From there, I always remind you, you can take supply credit under a corporation, turn it into cash to balance your debt over here. Again, that would be the goal, to get about $50,000 of credit. That's what I did coming out of coma. So as we do all these pieces, remember something. S is for, right there, it says legal what? Name of entity or individual person. That's the form they actually designed in the beginning for credit and banking purposes for all of us. This is going to be cash credit reports or under tax IDs. You sign building, car, apartment complex, storage unit. Remember, if your corporation fails and goes away, they still come after you. So we look at now 5767. So let's look at this here. Rebuild, Mahesh is your specialist. Almost a 600 score, no inquiries. Please keep it that way. You had a Chase, now it's paid. They still won't forgive you, okay, because they won't give you a card after that. You do have Amex, okay, because we always ask any problem Amex or basic American Express, which is Amex or Chase card. Well, we don't need to worry about Chase. It's right there. Now let us know about American Express. Your Rapid was submitted on 12/13. You just signed up. You have one green light. No problem from here. Here we're going up, then we're going down. We're playing the up and down show a little bit. Our goal is to get you to the 750, by the way. If you basically take these debts to ratios, you can balance this across the board. Remember, Capital One, you open the gap or pay it down. Barclays does the same thing. Again, we have a business card, all right, basically for Amex or Capital One. So that would be your gold Spark card. Again, we can use this to balance your debt across the board. And this is basically state employees credit union. They'll actually increase the limit to open the gap a lot of times. So this is 5767. 5767. Here's 5755. Okay, it's a rebuild. Priscilla's your specialist. You have a collection for $12,000. All right, again, we're going to go around it for now. We have a Chase, never screw up Chase or American Express, they don't forgive you. So let's basically, we can look at increase in limits, care credit, and a couple other things as well. So the main thing here, that collection, got to go around it. Rapid will, and we'll pop you some credit. But again, down the road, if they don't go away and charge it off, you might have to negotiate a couple of bucks, but that's up to you. Keep in mind, what is our ultimate goal? Rapid was in place. It's good till February 10th, 2025. So the ultimate goal, things are going up. We want to go up faster as well. So the bottom line is 5763. Your rebuilt $500 card. Chris is your specialist. Chapter 7 again. All right, basically dismissed. Okay, it was done basically 3 years ago. Here we have Ally. So the credit card's 101%, 111%. So you can increase the limit or pay it down. You don't have to, but that's what I would recommend. Credit 1, no problem. You got basically the platinum and the Visa. They'll probably give you the red if you call up and ask or look at the invitation. Balancing this isn't too hard because these aren't big limits. So again, it's pretty simple to do. So this is 5763. Any problem, American Express or Chase, we'll need to know that as well. You have a couple green lights, maybe we can get you something. But again, you get a bonus card, that's it. What if we build you more? If we over pop you at any time, we're going to basically say we're going to charge you 10% on the difference. If you don't want to pay, that's okay. We're going to shrink the limit then. We'll put it back to what it was supposed to be. I over pop everybody. For the ones who don't want to pay for the over popping, we just shrink it back down to what we promised you. Pretty simple. Here's 5764. All right, 5764. It's a rebuilt. Chris, your specialist, you're late. So here now we went around it. We can basically go after it and call it a duplication. American Express, don't screw it up, please. It's a combo card. From there, we can balance this all the other ones in Capital One. Here's basically Chase again. And Chase you can get multiple accounts with, as long as you have a 720 and above usually. But again, no Rapid, it says no. Or no, it says Rapid is good till March 27, good. And no American Express or Chase problems, good. Couple green lights here. What it's doing is trying to go up as things are hitting it. Usually this is basically what's happening is unbalances on scores or credit cards, and they're using it and they're unbalancing themselves. So it looks like an up and down show. So that is 5764. So, all right, again, we want to know if there's any problem in Express or Chase. You got them both, so let's build you up. You have Navy. Thank you for your service. If it's you, if not, you got the access code. Let's position it to get more credit. Usually up to $50,000, if not more. Again, that can help balance your score across the board. So that was 5764. Here we have 5762. It's a rebuilt $500 card. Chris, your specialist. No inquiries. Then you went up to Kohl's Capital One. Oh, good, it's charged off. So again, that's a way to go after that in many ways. We have a Credit One. All right, we have self-lend and all that stuff. You don't really need it, but that's up to you. And you have a Discover, terminated account. Was it terminated because you messed it up or terminated because authorized user? We'll need to know that as well. Any problem, American Express or Chase, let us know. From there, your Rapid is good to 415 next year. So it's trying to push you up 9 points. Not bad. It'll push up even more the more it goes. And that's the ultimate goal. You just started anyway. So there's 5762. From there, 5761. What do we look at? Is 671. It's a rebuilt. 685. No inquiries. Keep it that way, please. And here, they're not big limits anyway. You could actually use all of this to balance itself. And I'd get you to 700 in about 30 days, and then start popping credit every step of the way. There we go. And you get a $500 card. Simple. That is 5761. Okay. You got a lot of green lights to look at. So again, we can pick and choose. Wells Fargo, Chase are basically Capital One. But again, let's balance the debt. When you have a position personal, I want to go after the corporate card. Remember, corporate credit doesn't show up on personal files almost all the time, never. And then from there, all right, the card doesn't show up, and it doesn't matter if you max it out. It won't bring your score down like you're doing in your personal credit. 5760. Okay, 91%. All right, this is a Chase. See if we can increase it or build it up. Capital One, same thing. Again, your rebuilt $500 card, no problem. We can get that for you. But again, would you like more? Let us position American Express or Chase. You got a bunch of green lights here. So we can go around a lot of things to rebuild you if you want us to. So that's number 5760. So let us know about that as well, because it shows Chase, you get possibility. What about American Express? Here's 5758. All right, yeah, total disaster. Jake's your specialist. You're 430, 441. No cards, keep it that way, please. These will have to be duplications or something. You're killing your score, but this is SPS. Okay, and why are they duplicating the same account? I think it's the same account. SPAS is actually a mortgage company. So we need to know more questions about that with you. And we have Bank of America 22,000, 106%, 10,000 Capital One, 102%. These would have to be removed, authorized users, build scores, bring this down, open the gaps. And that is 5758. Jake is your specialist to rebuild. Okay, again, I don't know if you have a card coming to you. If you do, we'll get that for you as well. But you're kind of dropping 46 points. 45 points. That's not good. Going in the wrong direction, number 5758. But again, this is hurting us. All right. Want to know if it's the same account? I believe it is. So we got to look at that. That was 5758. Here's 5759. Remember, late payments kill your credit. So these late payments are hurting us across the board. This person might be related to the other person because you had SPS. Again, no revolving credit. Try to get a card or get these basically current again. No lates, and that Jake is your specialist, and we build credit to you right away. Again, it's up to you. What do you want us to do? No problem, American Express or Chase. That's good. Okay, we have late payments. Please don't screw up Chase. All right, it's phenomenal, Chase. Platinum, ink card, no interest, literally up to 22 months. All right, the Freedom card, the Sapphire, all these things work pretty good. So come back. Alex is your specialist. This is 5791. Once again, these were jacked up a little bit. Opening the gaps or paying them down will be your choice. I think opening gaps would be my choice. Again, what do we do? 582. If you did that to those gaps right here, I can push you to 730 in less than 45 days. Any problem, American Express or Chase? Drop 57 points. Drop 89, almost 90 points. Crazy. Again, what do we need to do? Debt to ratio. All right, solve the problem. We get to build, pass, go. And that's the ultimate goal. 5684. 5684. 720, that's good. Mahisha's your specialist. Bonus card, $500. And a 706. If these were balanced a little bit when you have all this down here, use the below there to balance the rest of it. Get it all balanced. I can push it to 750. I can go after basically, there's no green lights yet, but there will be. All right, no problem, American Express, Chase, need to know. But what happens if I build you up and away, I probably build you 100,000 of credit. Pretty simple. That would be the ultimate goal for all of you. So that is 5684. 5684. Again, we want to know American Express or Chase. All right, because we see one of those. But what else happened to? Now this is 5647. All right, you went up 14 points, 15 points, not a lot, but it'll start shooting up as well. The goal is to push the score up, create green lights. From here, relate. Best Buy. Here's what I did on a Best Buy. I went to Best Buy, got a Visa gift card. I put it in my phone. I paid the payment to Best Buy. I was never late, okay? All right, because you can use credit to pay for credit. The goal is not to jack it up. But here we have all these things, $50,000, 30, Okay, we need to know more about this case. We got a couple $100,000 that we didn't pay. It's all charged off. If it's not charged off, what's going on with it? Best Buy, stay on top of it. Rapid goes around this. Rebuild, see what charges off towards the end of the year. Ultimate goal, 25,000 of credit. Million in the making. Every time you see an MIN, it's million in the making. The goal is to get credit and balance these here. Capital One, what type? See, the reason this person kind of got screwed up, all their credit limits are little crappy ones. The Air Force here, Army, thank you for your service, or you get your code. You can increase that limit and open the gap. Authorized users, Lowe's. Really? Why do people use Lowe's for business when it should be a Lowe's business combo card for American Express? This person, even the person's authorized user, you could help them with knowledge getting the combo card, Lowe's American Express, up to about $45,000. It never shows up in your personal file. American Express is a yes. Okay. Well, Chase is a no. So at least we can get some ink cards and some other cards as well. But again, this person gets $25,000. Call the office on Monday after 10 o'clock. So far, Rapid's working, and our goal is to push you up and away as much as we can, as fast as possible. Here we have 5792. You got green lights. Here we have a couple collection accounts, zeros. So let's go after those as well. Then we have an inquiry, same month you signed up, and here, or maybe a car or something. You should have made sure you only control the inquiries, but it's up to you. It's 5792. So again, 30%, this can be balanced across the board. From there, no problem, American Express. Here you have one, but it says you have a problem. Need to understand that one. Usually you don't have it when it's a yes. So again, explain that to us on Monday, please. Call us right away. 10 o'clock in the afternoon, here in the morning, by the way. And here we have some inquiries. Okay, let's see if we crash Rapid. A lot of green lights. 32 points up, 3 points up. Pushing to 750 if you did everything we wanted you to do. Balance 25%. We're going to remove these. What's this? Why did you crash Rapid? What is this as well? We probably put you to 750 right away. That is 5792. Once again, to all of you understand, supply credit can turn into cash. That helps you balance your debt. That would be the ultimate goal. From there, as we do this, keep in mind today, I'm going to build you cash credit under tax ID because you're allowed to and write it all off from that building, that car, apartment complex, and storage unit. So if you have $9.99 today and upgrade your package, pretty simple. What is it going to allow us to do? Get you a corporation if you don't have one, tax ID. All right, corporation setup level 1 with me, live once a week for 90 days, get you up to 10,000 in credit. Okay, and what we're going to do is repackage you. The ultimate goal is 10 times your money in the first place, and it's a Zell situation. Call the office 800-254-9506. They will charge you 5% more to use that. From there, the ultimate goal is to repackage every one of you. So today, I hope everything we talked about today helps you through this process and understand how to get to the $1 million dream. As we do this, keep in mind we have a problem. We're running out of time. We have 5 days left. That's it. Corporation, profit, nonprofit, and divisions. If not, it's over. We can't say January 2nd is on its second year because we didn't do it in January and basically 2024. Reynolds University, my dream came true. Then I died in a coma to come back and help you. If you don't have the Millionaires Founders Kit, call the office. It's $9.99. I give it away half price during the webinar for $4.99. From there, if you don't have the real estate system, financial system, they charge $19.99 at the office. I give both of those away for $9.99. If you need them today, all right, the next thing is specialty classes. You can spend most of the day, if not all day tomorrow, with me in every live class in rotation. Because you're here today, call the office. Tell them I said you can get the tax balancing for free tomorrow, and they'll waive the $499 fee. From there, the goal would be thinking about profit and nonprofit. Why? They're giving away billions next year, as long as you have a nonprofit file this year. Let's go get some money. The exemption is about $15,000 for most companies. They're charging it to you. Go to the webinar, and I'll show you how to do it yourself so you can save $15,000. A workshop actually expedites every 90 days in rotation. From there, what do we look at? That's actually every 8 weeks, sorry to say. Nonprofit organization. We got articles, officers list, tax ID, 3 divisions, nonprofit workshop. All right, it's $24.99 if it was done today. Office normally charges $39.99. It's a Zell. From there, I want you to focus on 2025. That is going to be the greatest year of your life. I'll guarantee as long as you follow through. It's your turn, all right, to get to that 100,000 of monthly income. What's a corporation again? Legal person. What are we looking at? Understand banks, groceries, stores, and cities. What you're allowed to do. Ultimate goal, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Do you want to be a millionaire? The answer should be no. You should have a millionaire corporation. That way you can take property like real estate and basically do one for every division. Every division will be classified as a bucket of money. From there, financial series. Tax balancing, become the bank, and buckets of money. Ultimate goal, and you build that as well. Well, we can build you up to $1 million plus, but again, it's your choice. When I established the credit reports, tax ID, I got to put 2,000 history. You learn how to daisy chain credit. Each division under the corporation would be $499. Today, you take a picture of this. It's very simple. This allows you here to be anywhere from 3 divisions with credit at 10 or without 9 and 12 as well. If it was done today, all right, with or without credit, I would double those numbers for you today. So 3 becomes 6, 9 becomes 18, 12 becomes 21, and you'd want to call the office right away. That opportunity basically kind of ends right after I'm done talking anyway. From there, your time. I think you should get up an hour earlier every day. I'm up every day at 2:25. So the goal is the money making machine. I want you to focus on boring and steady. That's how I build up to $100,000 a day in a month and a week. I got to $1 million as well. These are what I call auto income businesses. So today, drive around your city. Let somebody drive you instead and pay attention. Go to every busy street. You'll see these things every 6 miles. Why not? Let's go by the neighborhood. Let's play to win the game of business that I designed 49 years ago. You need a phone call with me? It's a Q&A. You need a blueprint up to an hour with your partner of life? Okay. You want coaching on a weekly basis? That's what we do for people too. The ability is let me hold your hand so I can create your list for you. That means that blueprint list. I want to blueprint you, get you started, tell you what to do on a weekly basis, and get you to follow through. It's how you build millionaire corporations all the time. A blueprint call is $9.99 for you and your partner of life. It'll last up to 1 hour, by the way. Next, coaching programs are fun. I always show the twin Lamborghinis part of the collection. Your case file's in my office, and it's basically analyzed every 5 days. Next year, come January, all coaching will be done by junior and senior coaches. I'm working on a TV show in our new building as well. Need to free up my time. What I always did on corporations and business, I would take $40,000 off of a card. To me, that's a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. If it's 100,000, that's usually storage unit. 250, that's usually apartment complex. So the ultimate goes boring and steady business. From there, learn to be an investor. In other words, let's buy it, let's be the bank, let's not run it. Ran by a third party. So these are things I line people in coaching all the time. And what happens is I line them up and I show them how to, brokers us how to get that business, work through the escrow, or I'll do it for them as well. We can even partner up. So here's a 6 weeks coaching. This means we do the blueprint call. Then we have a call every other week. You get 25,000 of credit. We're going to expedite the rapid. And from there, what are we going to do? We're going to do basically all the workshops, level 1, 2, and 3, and specialty class as well. Normally, that would be billed at $11,596. Today, it is $49.99, $5,000. If then that would be a Zelle payment or work with the people in the office specialists. 800-254-9506. Always remember, use a card. We will charge you 5% more. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months coaching. You're stuck with me if it was done today. But what's going to happen is very simple. The IRS says 5 million below is small business. So why don't we, if you're in coaching, let's target $5 million business. That would make more sense to me. What is the goal? Fight to get the damn keys and close the escrow. That's the goal for auto income. From there, it's 10,000, 100,000 a month. That should be your goal and your target. Analyzations, classes, weekly calls, rapid rescore. Let's daisy chain the credit up, and away. Let's push it as high as we can. All right, and that's fun to increase those limits. So if you wanted a 3 months coaching, it's 8,000. and then I give you 100,000 of bonus credit. If you wanted basically 6 months, it's 15,000, and the bonus credit is 150,000. If it's a year, it's 30,000, and the bonus credit will be 300,000 for you. Ultimate goal, try to give you up to 10 times your money in your investment anyway. So I don't believe you have your time. Let's say you're in coaching, you want to continue it. There's a discount if it was done. The ultimate goal, take a picture if you're in coaching and you want more time. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Very simple. What is our goal? Rapid rescore. Push the score up, up, and away. Got to. We got to create some green lights, the possibilities to balance your debt. Rapids cost $500. Don't screw them up. Please do not crash them. From there, what is our goal from you? 750 score. I want to always give you 10,000 of new credit. It enhances your credit. Usually that's $9.99. From there, the Rapids $500. So here we're going to do disputes for 9 months as a bonus as well. $14.98. Or you go to class Friday or Saturday or both. Our goal is 750 with you. From there, 180 days of all workshops. And then you get a discount if it was done today during the webinar, which means it's $9.99. Ultimate goal. And the goal is to never bring the pain home. If you don't have a corp, I hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. Let's rebuild you. Let's get you 25,000 of credit. We're going to charge you $2,500. Let's analyze, add history, and pop credit. From there, what are we going to do? If it was paid in full today, all right, you're going to get it for $19.99. And what do we want you to do? Call the office because they'll honor that discount for you. So understand the referrals. You want to give us referrals? Please do. We'll build you more credit, or I'll actually sell you 10%. You can make some money as well. So the ultimate goal, here's my personal email address if you want to give us a referral list so I can assign it to a specialist as well. Remember, corporations and corporations owning like banks and groceries and cities. How about a corporation with 3 divisions of you? Giving you more chances to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well kind of be dead. So the goal is to learn to play and repackage you too. Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look beyond that curtain every time. That's the goal. For me, I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So what I offered today, I hope and pray that you call that office right away, 800-254-9506. The ultimate goal is to help everybody get past go and what they're trying to do as well. So from here, got to get ready to do another class as well. So let's do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.